doing it live.
RT Podcast, guys, you made it!
Oh my God, I see so many pretty faces. How was your day today? Yeah.
Come on, it was better than that. It was better than
Get
that. Come
louder.
on.
How was your day?
Day 2 of RTX.
That's
You're
what
more
it's
excited
like.
than that. Come on, I
Excited
know
to
you're
be
more
here?
excited.
Sorry, I was interrupting you.
You are good.
So are y'all excited to be here?
I don't think they are.
Y'all better be freaking
was
excited.
Yes.
Ooh. How full are we? Look at all of your
We're
faces
almost
back there.
They're all the way in the back.
Oh my God.
Lord, I can't see you back there. I'm so sorry.
I can't see anything by the. Oh my. Oh, now
Oh,
we can
there's
see
the
everyone.
lights.
You
Now
guys
I can
are
see everyone.
beautiful.
Oh yes, the house lights are
Oh, my
up.
Lord,
Wave
look at those.
everybody.
Look at all my pretty faces.
Yes.
Actually,
Oh my God.
part of me kind of was thinking, it's like maybe if they cheered loud enough, maybe we could actually see them.
We can see them
Yeah,
if we
can we
hear
get
them.
cheers from the crowd in the back, the very back?
Yeah, because we can't see you, so we
Yeah,
need to hear
louder!
you. Everybody, we need to hear you.
All right.
That was only the back. I need
Hey,
everybody.
who-
I need everybody screaming.
Everybody?
Yes.
Again?
Yes.
Go!
Because I can't see them. Yes.
Yes.
I love hearing that.
It's so good.
So nice.
It's such a beautiful noise.
We're just
Whoa.
What's that?
Hey, who here, it's the first time at RTX? Yeah!
It
Nice.
surprises me every time. I think I've asked that every
There's
time.
so-
There's so
Well, we
many.
hope,
So
we
many
hope this
first-timers
will actually
here
help
every year.
convince you guys to come again, because I'd love to see you guys again.
Yes!
Just
Yeah,
as I love
come
seeing
back.
y'all now.
First time of many. You guys are coming back, right?
That's what we
Yeah,
like to
they're
hear.
coming back. Good. How many of you have been here 3 years or more?
All right.
All right.
All right, how many people have been here 5 years or more? Oh, the numbers are getting smaller.
That's the impressive one.
Who has been to every RTX?
Yeah!
Yeah.
We
Oh,
see
yeah.
some of you.
Hands out there.
3.
3, 4.
4. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Not bad.
3 of you.
5.
5?
5.
I think you got
More
his
5?
hand
Nice. We got one over there. Sorry, I didn't see you. We're gonna. Okay, all of you who were like, "Oh, this is my first year," you're gonna reach that level in 4 years.
Eventually.
And
Yes.
you're still going to love it.
Eventually.
Nice.
You know what?
Wait,
Who cares?
Nothing
This
is
is the
physically
first year,
impossible
4
if
more
you
years,
don't
5
try
years,
hard
right? I know
enough.
math. I know
Actually, no, I just messed it up. Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm bad at words.
He's like, "That's impossible." I'm like, "I think I know 4 + 1. Maybe. I don't know."
That's 5.
I think I failed math.
Did you?
I'm kind of at that point where it's just like, okay, so now we're all just standing here awkwardly, and I don't have any idea what's going on anymore. So I could just let you all just be happy with this.
She's really excited about the bat.
really
Is the
excited.
person
Sorry,
who gave her
the
that
bat-
bat in the audience today?
This
Yeah.
bat is the best thing
They were here
ever,
for
and
Ruby
but
yesterday.
it's almost as good as seeing you guys out here and seeing y'all happy, and that's another reason why I'm also threatening you guys to be happy and cheer.
Snaps for happiness, everyone. Yes.
Yeah, that's actually why we're here. If any of you haven't seen us yet, we are your RTX ambassadors. So we're here to make sure you guys are having fun.
We should
But I
probably
don't
say
think...
who we, like our names. Like, I'm Simon. Hello.
Hi, I'm Nat.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Hannah.
Yes.
How many of you were at any of the other panels that we introed earlier? Who knows us?
Okay, okay.
Oh,
so
boy.
you've
I
have
seen
so
a little
many
bit of
friends
us.
today.
That is so many.
God, you're all my friends.
You're all my friends. This is amazing.
Do you guys like my
we got more, we
romper?
got more.
Yeah, look at his romper. Look at this romper. Romper
Oh my
day.
God, romp it up.
Yes.
Wait,
Hit that, yes.
Yes.
wait, hold on. It's
Amazing.
just like, I was like, I'm not even that classy. I don't have that much. I just have
This
Rooster
is
Teeth
classy.
swag.
Rocking that
Look at
Rooster Teeth
that
swag. Who
RT
hit up the
swag.
store earlier?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at
Who hit up the
her.
store out there? Yes. There has to be more than that hit up the store. Come on. Who has hit up the store and
Who
got
has
some cool
been
merch?
to the RT store?
Yes. Are you wearing your merch
There
right
we
now?
go.
Wearing your
More.
merch
Yes,
later?
people walking in. I love
Got
it.
merch right
Love
over
it.
there.
You're so
We got more
good.
people making it. You made it. Welcome.
Nice.
We're
Well,
gonna see a
All right.
podcast.
I probably
of
should
it.
join everyone else instead of standing there awkwardly.
Who hasn't gone to the expo floor yet? Anyone?
you've all
Great.
been to the
Two
expo
people
floor.
back there. hands
Wait.
up.
Good.
Go to the expo hall.
So you gotta go
Oh my
right.
god, because going to the expo hall, there's like so much amazing stuff there to just check out, and so many amazing people. You'll just make friends. It'll be great. Like you can just go up to a table in the cafeteria and just like sit randomly and just make a friend.
Who's hanging out with their line buddy right now?
Yeah.
Yes. New friends, community. I
Living
love
the
it.
dream.
Well,
Awesome. Well, I think it's time.
I think
I
it is
think
about
we're
time,
about
but I don't
ready.
think they're
Are
excited
you guys
enough.
ready to
Are you
watch
guys
the
ready to
RT
watch the podcast?
podcast?
Come
Yeah.
on, more. Are we excited for the podcast?
Nice.
Louder.
More. RT
They won't
podcast.
come out
Louder.
until you're screaming.
Don't make me threaten you. Don't make me threaten to hit y'all
All
again.
right, I
guys
guess we're
aren't
gonna give it
loud about
away.
it.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the
this
RT Podcast.
Enjoy the show.
There are a lot of people out there.
Hello.
Welcome to the Rooster Teeth Podcast, brought to you by RTX. I'm
Is that
Gus.
it? No other sponsors this week? That's it?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Hey, have you seen the Rooster Teeth store? It's awesome.
There you go.
I'm Gus.
I'm Blaine.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Barbara.
I am Bernie.
And I'm Gus.
So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but this is probably one of the most panelish podcasts that we've had.
We're
Yeah,
very
I'm a
far
little
apart.
I'm a little worried
Why?
because you're so far away.
Oh, is that what it is? You want to
Yeah.
be closer to me?
Do you guys want to squish in a
Let's
little
smush.
bit?
Let's smush.
Let's mush mush.
I'm not going to move.
The audio guys are going to be furious when we're on each
We'll
other's
come to you,
mics.
Gavin.
Got it.
Guys, I met Scrappy the dog.
Me too. He's adorable.
I've been wanting to meet this dog for like 2 years. Whose dog? Is Darshell's dog?
What's that?
Who's Scrappy's owner? Is it Darshell?
Darshell and Mike.
Darshell, yeah.
They have Scrappy the dog at the Filthy Casual booth. And I think for 2 years I've been stalking this dog online, wanting to meet it. And I finally got to meet him in person, and it was everything I could possibly hope for.
He looks like an old man that was cursed by a witch to a lifehood as a dog, and he's just like all the time like this.
But Gus has a picture that he took with him. I don't think I've ever seen Gus that genuinely happy.
I was so happy to finally meet him. He's awesome.
Did you give it to them to show on the screen, or do we not get that
No,
far?
no.
Oh.
That's private.
Okay.
That's for the Gus collection.
So I am actually super happy about this podcast because this podcast is going to settle one of the longest bets, I think, in the history of the company.
Uh-oh.
You all, I don't know if some of you might remember, he's been in videos before, my son JD. There was a long-standing bet whether or not my son, who, when we started Rooster Teeth, was 1, was going to get a driver's license
damn it.
before Gavin Free.
Did he do it?
JD, can you come out? There he is.
How's it going?
There you go.
That's amazing.
Thanks, dude. Perfect. Thanks, dude.
What was the bet? What does he have to do now?
I'm pretty sure Gavin owes JD like $1 million, I think, or something.
I saw, when I was leaving the office the other day, I was driving next to you. It's a 2-lane road there. And I looked over into your car, and I saw you in the passenger seat and JD driving, and I thought, oh, shit, it happened.
Yeah,
Like, it was like, oh my God, it's really happening.
it really happened. Was I riding in the passenger seat like this? It is really, it's intense teaching someone how to drive, and it makes me a way more patient driver now because I realize when people are honking it. You hear the whistle?
You whistled
I
so
can't
loud.
ever do it on purpose, and it always does it on accident.
What word did you say to create that?
Patient.
Patient. It makes me a way more patient driver. Can't do it. God damn it. One day I'll discover how to get that whistle to happen on my own.
Thank you.
But yeah, it's like, as a new driver, he, especially when he first started, he tended to drive a little bit slower, and take things a little more carefully, maybe sometimes below the speed limit. And I'm always just waiting for someone to honk. No one really ever has, and they usually can go around or something like that. It also helps that I live in a neighborhood where people, for some reason, drive 10 miles an hour, and I don't know why that is.
Do you live in a neighborhood with a lot of old people?
I do. There's a lot of old people.
Well, look who you're talking to, Barbara.
Yeah, FYI, I'm an old person, so.
Is
I
the
live
car
in
you're
one.
teaching him in your Tesla? Because isn't that like using cheat codes for your driving learning
No, I feel
experience?
like that would be like starting on the boss fight.
A Tesla?
Yeah.
Yo, Gavin's right, because there's so much acceleration with an electric car in general. Do you find that with, you have an electric car now, Gus?
Yes.
Are you
it
still
still catches me by surprise every now
You're
and
still
then.
adjusting to it because it's
Yeah.
just the way an electric motor works. It just has a ton of
Just
acceleration.
goes.
Yeah, and when you are
How
first,
does it work?
It's all electrons, and
Does it shut off?
they feed the hamsters. But one of the mistakes you make when you're a new driver is you can panic and you press the accelerator when you're meaning to press the brake. Like out of panic, you press it. So there was one time when I thought we were going to go through the front of a bank. We were in a parking lot practicing, but other than that, we were okay. It's been really surprisingly seamless.
So you want to teach me next?
No. Do you want to learn to drive?
Well, I did, but I've never driven here.
If you could have one person from Rooster Teeth teach you how to drive, who would you choose?
All right, who should shit their pants?
Michael.
Michael just
No, no,
learned
no.
how to drive.
Screaming.
I heard someone say JD. I like that idea.
That'd be great. Get JD to do it. How would Michael teach you to drive? Would he just run you over enough times or you figure out how a car operates?
I think you drove my old car in the parking lot once, and I was like, okay, now you're going to switch it into drive, and you're like, and I forgot, you have to put your foot on the brake, and you didn't even know that
I've
level.
never driven an automatic.
It wasn't even an automatic, Gavin. It was wait, was it?
It
You know, if you
was.
said
Yeah,
put it
yeah,
in
yeah,
drive,
You don't know your own car if it's an automatic or
You
not?
love your car.
Do you know how to drive a stick, Blaine?
Yeah, my Jeep is a stick. Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah. Because I put out like twice the amount of pollution that you guys' cars like eliminate, so I'm basically canceling you guys out.
Driving a stick doesn't mean you put out more pollution.
Well, I mean, compared to an electric car, though.
But my Jeep is like a.
But he's saying twice as much as a normal car.
But it's because my Jeep's old and
There-
like it just
Bad
smokes up
MPG.
the road. Yeah.
There you go.
I just burn barrels of gasoline just to make up for everyone else as well. I don't even have a car.
Just sprays her.
Why do you have Gorilla Glue, like super
Oh,
glue
my
here?
PA snuck me this Gorilla Glue for
For what?
Why?
nothing. Don't worry about it.
Jesus.
I just had to take it out because I almost sat on it and ruptured it in my pocket.
I'm just worried about you taking super glue on a panel.
Oh,
I don't
man.
think you can huff this kind of glue.
I'm not worried about you huffing it.
Oh,
I'm worried about not being able to let this cup go at some point during the evening.
I'm the only one that can leave at the end.
Yeah.
I really want you to accidentally glue your dick to your leg.
Glue my dick to my leg?
Yeah, like so I really want you to
Where
do
do you
that.
think my dick is? On my back pocket?
Wait, oh, I guess you wouldn't put it in your front pocket.
Why? Yeah. No.
I think your genitals have been through worse than that, though. So
And glue?
yeah, didn't you have like a testy fun times?
Yeah. Exploded nut.
Good times.
It didn't really explode.
About half the crowd groaned.
Yeah.
When you guys, aside of course from Gavin, when you guys got your license for the first time, did you get it day one of when you were able to get it? For me, it was 16. I don't know what it is in Canada.
Like the physical license, or
Yeah,
what do you?
I went and got my driver's license the day I turned 16. Gus, I'm assuming you did the same thing.
The day I don't remember. I don't remember at all.
Really? When did you take your driver's ed?
I took driver's ed, but I don't remember the process of getting the first license. I took driver's ed, and I don't remember if I got it immediately or if I had to wait.
Really? See, I'm amazed because like a lot of the younger generation, usually like Michael, Gavin, they just like wait till they're like 30 to do it. So I was kind of curious. Show of hands. We were just talking about automatic or manual transmission for driving. Show of hands. Who in here can drive a stick? That's actually pretty impressive.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I
not
said it's
bad.
about half.
See, the other half of you would be fucked in the zombie apocalypse when you jump in and you're like, oh Christ.
I don't know if I got my license right away.
I
I'm
learned-
trying to figure out.
Dude, I couldn't get away from my parents fast enough.
I-
I was like in a car and gone.
Yeah,
I
me
learned
neither.
how to drive on a manual transmission, and the first vehicle my parents got for me was this little manual transmission truck. And I told them, like, I don't know how to drive a manual. Like, how can I drive this thing? And they told me, you'll learn.
Really?
And I had to practice driving around the block I lived in repeatedly over and over before I finally got the hang of it. And when I finally felt confident enough, I offered to take two of my friends to the local, we had one Burger King in town. I was like, I'll take you guys to Burger King. One of those guys was Frank. And Frank, who's the DM for Heroes and Halfwits. And they got in the truck, and I drove down the road. It was Burger King that was only like maybe 2 miles away from my house. It was such a bad drive that when we got out of the car, Frank started kissing the parking lot. Because he said he thought he was going to die in that truck.
What did you do?
It was just very jerky. Back and forth. And
Letting go of the clutch too fast?
Right, kept dying, and just I did not have the mastery of the vehicle.
I failed my first driver's test, the on-road one.
Really?
Because I was an idiot, and when you come up to a red light, you're supposed to treat it as a stop sign, come to a full stop, look, and then go if you're turning right.
Right.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just did like a rolling stop and continue when I saw there was no cars. Automatic fail.
Yeah.
If you basically break a law, automatic fail. So I cried a lot, and then
Did
my
you think
brother
you were
made
never
fun of
gonna
me.
drive ever for the rest of your life?
No.
Okay.
I'm not Gavin. So I wasn't too worried about it.
Are there any go signs?
What?
I think
Yeah.
I think the default is the road is the go sign, right? Like your default state is go until you're told otherwise.
Well, I think a speed limit sign is a how much go. Like, it's a measure. Go this amount. Don't go any more than that.
I bet somewhere on some road is just a sign that says go.
Somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like the city of Go.
Yeah.
What would it be? Would it be like a green circle? Right, that's got to be go, right?
Now I'm
Like a
imagining.
green circle with white text that says go.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
I'm imagining going up to like an intersection where there usually be stop sign, and instead it's a green go sign, and people just floor it.
No, that's a go fast sign.
There's got to be a piece of road where people stop, but you don't need to. So they had to put a go sign. I think that'd be a situation for it.
Where's the place where people stop?
they need a million go signs in Austin then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People stop all the time for no reason.
So, how many of you, I promise this won't be a night of polls, but how many of you, show of hands, are from out of town? Okay.
No, a better
This is the
question.
number of people that sent me photos on Twitter of airport construction. I'm done with it. I've seen it. I see it all the time. Did you see airport construction? Yeah. And did you start in another airport magically?
They
This
all
argument is
started
not-
in another airport.
Exactly. They were in another. Okay, I'm done. All right, that's it.
Did you just argue against your point?
He did. He
did.
totally did.
No. I just didn't want to go down the rabbit hole. I was saying they started another airport. Now they're here. They didn't see construction at the other airport because they live in
You're
a
putting
fucking-
words in their mouth.
They didn't answer that
How-
question.
How many of you saw construction at the other airport?
Your town sucks. First of all, you're lying. You don't have to lie for Gus. You have to lie for me and make me right.
Well, while we're taking polls,
The problem is now,
Oh,
there's
okay.
parts of the airport I don't go to. They were sending me pictures, Barbara, of other parts of the airport with construction. Now I'm mad about parts of the airport I never even go into.
But why would you be more mad if the airport didn't work?
What's that?
the airport still works. You
No,
can
but
still get in there.
If they don't have construction, then the airport stops working.
Yeah, is overcapacity or like the doors falling off?
They just build it right the first time. That's it. Barbara, you had a poll. Get us out of
Nah,
this.
it's okay. I was just gonna ask, who here pees in the shower?
Wait, you already said you were right about that in podcast 500.
I know. I just wanted to double down.
Who here specifically pees in Barbara's shower? Who does that? It's fun.
Dude,
It's a ghost.
It's a
Who's
ghost
the
sign.
side?
It looks like from
someone
Japan.
tweeted me this. Who is this? _ Eleanor Wright. Are you out there? No? Are you watching on the live stream? She tweeted me a go sign. You people in the front row can see it. You other people just have to take our word for it.
What is that
I
weird
knew it.
symbol at the bottom? It looks like one of the religions in Civ 6 is what that symbol looks like.
I believe that's Chinese.
Oh, is it China? Okay.
Yeah.
They are a civilization. It checks out. So.
That's that weird symbol. I believe it's a word. It probably means go, if I had to assume.
Yeah.
A good guess.
Can I say something without jinxing anything?
I'd say it's all right.
Yes.
I feel like this RTX is going really well. Like, I forgot we were live streaming this panel. We're about to get swatted, I bet, here. But it does
Why
seem
would
like
you say that?
Why would you even?
that we've informed the SWAT team that there is an event here. So hopefully we're in the clear. God damn it. I gotta go backstage now. Start making phone calls. But it does feel like there's, at RTX, and we talked about this last week, I think, is that there's always something that happens that we kind of have to figure out how to adjust to or roll with the punches.
Kind of part of the course with any event you plan.
Yeah, but this year seems like it's okay. Like, it's just, yeah. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah.
How are the metal detectors this year?
Yeah.
Y'all are cheering for metal detectors.
Well,
That's how far we've lowered your expectations.
How far we've come only 1 year ago. I don't
Tiki
know.
glass is something, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Are the tiki glasses not for sale?
No, I don't think they're in stock yet.
Somebody's getting fired. Did Eric can probably vouch for this, but Michael told me a story. It hasn't come out yet. They pre-recorded Off Topic and the post show, and I brought them the tiki glasses to the post show for Off Topic, which will air on Sunday. And they did the same thing I did, where they kept saying for the rest of the post show, I'm taking this one. And Trevor's like, I'm taking this one. And Eric kept shouting, don't take them, they're prototypes. And afterwards, Michael had 2 of them, and he's walking away. And Eric goes, where are you going? He goes, I told you I'm going to take these. And Eric says, no, they're prototypes. And the way Michael describes it, he goes, all right, well, if I can't have them. And Eric, when he goes like this, Eric goes, yeah! And in Michael's description, fell to his knees on the ground screaming. So, but didn't smash them.
It's probably like the only order that Eric was given. Like, make sure when we give you these glasses, no one takes them, no one damages them.
Yeah.
If anything happens, you're out of a job.
I want to say too that don't drink at work mug. After we went through the whole hubbub, I don't know. Do we have them here? Do we sell any of the stuff that we have?
I saw a couple, yeah.
But I saw one of them like right after we had the discussion about me stealing the prototype. I literally just saw one sitting on a table in the break room. So I feel I didn't sabotage the company.
We actually stole that from Hannah. We took it back.
You went-
How long ago did you send it to Hannah?
Like a week ago.
Oh, okay. It wasn't
Yeah.
that long ago at all. I thought it was a lot longer.
I think I did steal a prototype. That did actually happen. I think they think that's the one I sent to Hannah, but Allie gave me a different one, and I sent that to Hannah. So I think I'm in the clear. I think
Okay.
I'm free of blame.
You're in the clear at the company you started. You're not gonna get in any trouble.
Dude, I don't want to mess around. They could fine me. What could they do? Could they fire me? I could be fired, right? Could I be fired?
I mean, you could try.
Yeah.
Really?
I was walking around with, I think I was talking with you. We were walking around with our PAs yesterday, and you asked me a question about getting something done. I said, yeah, just tell your PA to do it. And I think it was your PA replied to us, yeah, Bethany said the rules don't apply to you.
It's true. Put words in her mouth.
Who can fire you? Matt and Ezra?
Probably. I think so.
Joel?
I mean, I'm pretty objective. I could fire myself. I'd be like, yeah, I really fucked that up.
Would you give yourself a meeting at the
I
end?
do feel like,
Would you give yourself a good reference?
I feel like at this point in life, if we're all on Twitter long enough, we're all going to get fired, because it seems like just wait eventually and you'll get fired for being on Twitter. So that's how it'll go down.
What's the best strategy for that? Should we just like post stuff to social media and then a month later delete it?
You want
Like,
to
have no record?
I can just post something on Twitter, see if I get fired during the podcast. Let's
Like,
see.
only ever have 100 tweets
What
at
would
a
get me
time.
fired for tweeting?
Like 5 minutes ago, the RTX is going really well. Pink slip in the
This will be our
backstage.
tragedy. Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to try to swat this panel. I'll be right back. No, stop.
Jesus, you just doubling down, just leaning into it.
No, it's fine for the moment. We'll see. I feel like we've stuck my foot in my mouth about that on the panel before, too, or on the podcast.
Yeah, I
before.
mean, keep doing it.
Yeah, just keep doubling and tripling down. Yeah.
How about I talk about something good instead?
You got an ad?
No, Jack wanted me to mention something. It's not an ad.
Wow.
Jack,
okay.
just asked me to mention something.
I just want to say it's nice to know you have really shitty segues for normal conversations, too. That's great.
I'm trying to get you to stop talking about that. Is that a shitty segue to get you to
I'm
shut
so
the fuck
rolling.
up about the
I'm
thing
so
you keep
rolling.
saying over and over?
Nope.
Any segue is good to get you to stop talking about
Dude,
that.
I've had to put up with the 2 Gus joke for like 12 years. You can put up with
Thank
me
you.
yakking.
That portion of the audience is my favorite, right over there.
That gets you nothing at all.
So right now, there's a charity drive going on. If you go to omaze.com/roosterteeth, apparently Jack is working with Omaze, and the prize is you can get drawn into Camp and get a visit to the Rooster Teeth office and meet some of the animators. And if you enter before August 27th, you get a chance to go to RTX London with a friend as well.
Jesus.
Wow.
So the campaign
not
itself
in
goes to
camp, camp.
September 27th, but the RTX London portion goes to August 27th. So if you visit omaze.com/roosterteeth, it's going to go towards Extra Life. It's all for charity. That's like kind of the thing that Jack owns at Rooster Teeth, and he really wanted me to mention it since we have such a big audience. So make sure you check it out after we're done with the podcast.
I like the idea of you trying to win that contest just to get in Camp Camp.
Just to get a cast in Camp Camp? Yeah.
I actually applied for a job at Rooster Teeth once while I worked here, and I didn't get it. They
What job?
posted like a role in marketing, and I was like, I've never applied for a job here.
Yeah.
And I got a real serious response, like, thanks for your application, blah, blah, blah. You're not right
I think
for
those
it.
are automatic.
Yeah.
Did you use your actual name, like Gavin Free?
I used my Rooster Teeth email to send the application.
But don't you like that, Gavin? I mean, don't you like working at a company that's too smart to hire you? That seems like a good thing.
I think that's the best, that's the best place I could possibly be.
So there was a, Barbie, you were on the mega panel for animation. Were you on that one?
No, I was at the Bloodfest screening, watching Bloodfest.
Yeah, you guys were there?
That was like, side note, probably one of the best fan reactions to anything we've ever premiered ever anywhere. So everyone who came out, thank you so much. It was incredible.
Yeah, Matt just said the same thing. He said the audience reaction was just absolutely incredible to it.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Did we say anything about like when people can see it or anything like that? Or is
Yeah,
that-
there's Fathom events, so it's like a one-night screening. We're doing, I think, 600 theaters around the U.S. and Canada. August 14th, tickets are available. I'm sure we've tweeted the link 1,000 times. And then in the UK on August 17th, and then it's going to be available in select theaters and digitally at the end of August. And then I think we also just announced that it's going to be available on DVD and Blu-ray at the beginning of October.
Nice.
Are we going to get the Gus deleted scenes on the DVD and Blu-ray?
Sorry, bud.
I think you are, actually.
Good.
Yeah.
I want an option on the Blu-ray to play the Gus version of the film.
It's like it says Gus or Gusless when you
Right.
start.
It's like, and you get the film as it was intended to be viewed
Yeah.
with all of the Gus scenes cut
Yeah.
into the film.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but they cut together a short film with only your scenes.
It's funny you say that because when they cut me from the movie on my birthday, they tried to console me by saying, "Oh, maybe we can cut together a special thing on the DVD and we can have you go back out and film some more stuff for this, this
joy.
extra." I was like, "No,
No.
what the fuck are you talking about?"
So you wanted to make you do more work?
Right.
Oh, you should do an audio commentary for your short film, though.
I should do an audio commentary for the film and be like, "Yeah, this scene would have been a lot better if I was right there."
Did you survive at all? Like, at all? Is there anything where you're in any frame whatsoever?
No.
Wow.
Are you in the credits?
It's funny because I was excited about it because almost all of my scenes are by myself.
Right.
And I thought, that's like your dream. It's like to be in a movie and it's just you. And it's like, that's awesome. Like the camera is literally just on my face. It's like, it's awesome. But that's why it was so easy to cut me.
Yeah.
Because it was just me and there was nobody
No
else.
continuity issues cutting you out.
So did you just not affect the plot in any way?
I did, but they cut around that.
A little bit.
The
It
movie,
sounds like they worked really hard to get you out of the movie.
the movie ended slightly differently
Yeah, it did.
with me, but then like the ending changed a little bit since I wasn't in any of the other films.
There's a lot of really great cameos, though, in the movie, which the audience last night absolutely loved. I don't want to spoil anything, but there might be some people up here that you'll see, and maybe one that you won't.
Up here? Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't call them Gus's deleted scenes now. We just call them Gus's scenes.
It's just
just
understood.
There, there was another cool thing. I read, not really, I wouldn't say spoilers, but definitely some of the names that you're talking about. I read people were talking about those on Twitter. The one thing that I was really amazed by was we had did anyone go to the animation mega panel? You did. So there was a video that was given to us that was recorded by a very handsome gentleman who's going to be the lead in Genlock. Mr. Michael B. Jordan recorded a video as an intro to some stuff, and he said in the video, but this is a secret, so keep it a secret. literally everyone in an audience of 5,000 people somehow kept that a secret. Like, no one has talked about that at all. So you guys are an amazing audience, but I get to break it on the podcast and say, yeah, Michael B. Jordan recorded this really awesome video, and hopefully if you go to a different animation panel, maybe you'll be able to see it at that, and I would definitely do that. It was amazing.
It was so surreal hearing him talk about RTX and talk about like doing voiceover with Gray and like name all these people that he's worked with. It's like, those are my friends. I know those people.
Yeah. And then they showed a clip from it as well, which I think is, if I'm not mistaken, it's one of the first clips that has David Tennant as a voice in Genlock.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Monica Rial.
Dude, so some of these things, they take a long time to kind of work out before you announce them, and we knew about some of these things as much as like 4 or 5 months in advance when we were trying to keep it as quiet as possible. But I knew about the David Tennant one pretty early, and Ashley is a huge Doctor Who fan.
He was the best Doctor.
I agree.
I don't give a shit what anyone says.
I agree. But it was like when Ashley, when I just told her at home one night, I go, oh yeah, we haven't announced it yet, but David Tennant looks like he's going to be able to do a voice in it. She was like, David Tennant? I said, yeah. I thought I was going to have to hit her with like a bucket of ice water. You know what I mean? It was like, she got really excited by it. We also made some other announcements yesterday for the cast of Genlock, and we have one of the voice actors, on screen or on stage with us today, Mr. Blaine.
It's me.
Yeah.
No pressure, dude.
Chad and I are freaking out because like we've been like slacking each other and texting each other back and forth about like how nerve-wracking it is to go into a recording booth and then they're like, all right, we're gonna play some of the other voice actors and you can like bounce off of them for performance, and then you hear like Doctor Who, Killmonger, Dakota Fanning, whatever character she plays, and you're just like, it's. I hope we live up to the expectation because
That's awesome.
It's a phenomenal cast.
You'll be great, Blaine.
Thanks, man. Yeah, but
I
Gray
like
and his
how-
team, they've been killing it.
Your character that you posted a picture of him, he kind of looks like you.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, was that intentional?
I don't know, but I want to cosplay as him because he's a handsome-looking dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's got a cool coin. He flips, and it's like I'm down with that.
Can you flip a coin?
Hell yeah. Oh, I can flip a shit out of a coin.
Whip one out.
Can you call it? Like, like, can you flip a heads every time?
Yeah, totally. Give me a coin. I'll do it right now. Okay. You don't have to give me a coin. It's fine. Yeah, it's like, super exciting, though. I'm trying to think, what else did they do at the animation panel? I unfortunately had to hop out for werewolves and get drunk on that. So
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Great. We kept the stupid racial slurs down to a minimum.
Good
so,
for you.
Yeah.
Good for everybody.
RTX is going really good. Really good.
Yeah.
So this, I think I said this last year when we had the podcast panel in here, but every year I think about the growth of RTX and I think about everything that we've done over the past 7 years now. And for those of you sitting in this room right now, the first RTX was or the second RTX, the first one in the convention center, was in this hall. Like, it filled this hall. In fact, it didn't even fill this hall. We had to kind of put pipe and drape over here to kind of cut it off and make it seem a little bit smaller. And the number of people that are sitting out here right now, like, you are more than the number of attendees that were at the first RTX in the convention center.
Yeah.
And that bathroom right there is where the guy asked me for an autograph when I was peeing at the urinal. It was right in there.
Gus will be doing autograph signings after the podcast.
Yeah,
in that
so
bathroom.
afterwards, if you want to meet me, I'll be right over there.
I wonder what that guy's doing. Do you think he ever hears the podcast and realizes you're talking about
Oh, I
him?
never thought about that until right
what
now.
if he's
Where
here?
what is he here?
No.
He just has like a roll of toilet paper and a Sharpie. He's like,
Who
We're
here
at
has
the urinal. Do you
previously...
use toilet paper at the urinal?
oh, I don't know.
Do you dab?
I actually do dab, yeah. Don't you like get the rest of the, you dab.
I give it a
No, wait. Let him explain. Go ahead.
What? Oh yeah, you get the pee out. Otherwise, you clean off the, because there's sometimes some.
So you like wind it into like a spike and jam it in? Or
Oh
what do you do?
God, no.
I even cringed at
How
that.
do you get the rest of it out?
No, like typically what I'll do is like if someone's in the bathroom with me, I'll pull out a roll of toilet paper and it's like they know that I'm pulling out toilet paper, but they can see that I'm not shitting, so I'm gonna blow my nose and act like that's what the toilet paper is for, but really I'm dabbing my
So
penis.
you acknowledge that it's weird and you're trying to hide it by pretending to blow your nose?
Yes,
you
but now
get-
everybody knows, so what's the fucking point?
When do you get the toilet paper, before or after?
Well, I've actually gotten it to where I can balance on one foot while still taking a pee and lean down to grab the toilet paper while I'm peeing.
Why
But
not
there's
just?
no toilet paper in reach of a urinal.
That's why I don't go to urinals. I go to the stall.
Why are you doing it at the same time? Why don't you just get it first?
Because that's just not, you of all people should know that's not efficient. You gotta like maximize your time, minimize the amount of time that you're in the bathroom stall.
We're talking about like 2 seconds here, dude.
Hey man, 2 seconds.
I mean, he's got a point. You don't wipe as the shit's coming out.
You
Man.
don't?
I got. So I feel.
Gus is like, I've been doing it wrong all along.
No, there's a story I want to tell, but I don't know how to tell it.
Just give it your best bet right now.
I had a problem in the bathroom this morning.
Oh my God.
I went to the bathroom to do my business, and I couldn't get the toilet paper to unfurl. It was like one of those industrial public bathroom toilet roll dispensers where there's 2 of them, and it was in an awkward position. And the one that was available was a new roll, and I couldn't get the toilet paper cleanly off of it.
As in like it was stuck?
Like it was like part of it was stuck, and it was trailing in. So as I pulled it, like the amount of toilet paper I pulled out got smaller and smaller, like it would taper off.
Gotcha.
And I couldn't reach down there and get it.
Why don't you just use it as floss?
I could have done that. So I was in there for an inordinate, like a really long amount of time, fighting with this toilet paper roll, trying to finish my business. And when I finally came out, there was someone waiting, like, to get into the bathroom.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
the toilet roll dispenser was broken. Like, I was trying to justify why I was in there for so long.
Just hands are covered in brown. I don't know what happened.
But I've never encountered that before, where it's like, there's a problem just trying to get the toilet paper.
Do you wad or do you dab? Or sorry, do you wad or do you fold?
Fold.
Yeah.
I'm not an animal. I'm
I have probably the most disgusting story that's ever happened to me in a hotel room. Gavin, you might want to earmuff yourself. So,
You like shit out a piece of
No,
wet
it's
bread
just-
or something?
this isn't. This isn't something that I thought I wanted to ever tell on a podcast because I felt everyone would just be instantly.
Hi, Mr. and Mrs.
Sure.
Dunkelman. How you guys
No,
doing?
it's-
How's you guys' RTX going? Good to see
It's not me personally. Okay, so I stayed in a hotel room a couple weeks ago for a convention, and whenever I go into a hotel room, I put the floor mat down in the bathroom because the floor is cold and my footsies are sensitive. So I
Makes
put
sense.
it down, and then I went to the convention during the day, and I came back, and I went into the bathroom, I showered, and then I wanted to put the towel up to dry it, and when I did, the underside of the towel was brown. And I noticed that, I guess the person in the room before me somehow had shit on the floor. And there was little bits of poo.
What?
Still,
Where were you staying?
still on the floor. And that's,
God damn.
and I guess the towel had picked them up. So I had to be switched to a different room.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Maybe they just walked through a really muddy field that happened to have cornflakes and other things. You never know.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to that. How do you follow that up?
So I don't know how it happened or how the
What-
cleaning crew.
When you called the front desk, how did you approach this? What did you say?
Yeah.
We have an emergency.
Role play. You play the front desk guy,
All right.
guys.
Thank you for staying at Shitty Hotel. This is Gus. How can I help you?
Hi. Yeah. I was wondering if you guys had any other rooms available.
We have plenty of availability tonight. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to be switched immediately. There seems to be bits of shit on my floor.
How do you say bits of shit?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Are you positive that's what's on the floor?
No, they just
Have you-
instantly switched me.
I think they take her at her word on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Have you smelled it?
Did you? You didn't even clarify that it wasn't yours.
It wasn't mine.
I think that's implied.
Oh.
They don't know.
Wouldn't that be implied?
Yeah, it was like the same day that I checked in.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I don't justify them for missing it, but the color of the floor was the exact same color as the shit.
That's a design flaw right there.
Maybe the floor was all shit.
Every
Maybe that was
hotel I
it.
check into from now on, I always look at the color of the bathroom floor to make sure that I'm okay.
Really, now you're scarred for life.
Yeah.
The real question is, what monster shits on the floor, picks it up with a towel, and refolds the towel.
No.
No. She just set it down on the floor and it picked it up.
I see what you're
So
saying.
Barbara's the monster in your scenario, who's like putting shit all
No,
over
it's when
towels.
I picked up the towel, I saw that it was brown. and
Hey,
I was
lucky
like-
you didn't step on it with your own foot, by the way.
Believe me, I thought about that 1,000 times, and I said, thank God I put this down every
You
time.
had to walk across the bathroom to get the mat, though.
No, it was right at the front.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
I
you
should
got
probably
shit on
check
your
all my
feet.
socks.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever had like a weird, bad experience in a hotel. Maybe it's not paying attention.
How is that possible? You stay at hotels, what?
I don't
once
know.
a
Where were
week?
you staying?
I just can't stop thinking about the fact that I own brown socks and now I want to throw them away.
I'm absolutely going to check my bathroom floor when I get home now.
I
We're
just
back to the
want-
hotel.
like, did someone not put their butthole completely in the toilet when they were shitting? Like, how do people get shit in other places that are not in the toilet? Like, when you guys go in a public restroom and there's shit like up the toilet.
If
like,
I
on
had
the
to
back?
take
Or
a
on the
guess
walls?
the theory, he probably pooped his pants, and when he like pulled him down, it just kind of rolled out. His cargo left.
It's like PUBG. Where we dropping, boys?
Have you guys, I parked at, there's a new hotel built right next to the convention center, and I parked over there the day before, but I walked across, they have a sky bridge that connects it. Have you guys walked on that sky bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking nuts.
It's-
It's like 3 stories up. And
2
it's-
stories.
Yeah, but it's over a creek, so the creek adds another story. It might
creek
be
is the
2
basement.
stories
It
to
is
sea
not
level.
over a creek. It's over a road.
What's the story about?
I'm
So, how many stories down is the bottom of the Grand Canyon?
It's a good question. It's probably like 70 floors.
Okay.
They should just build an elevator in the Grand Canyon.
How deep is the Grand Canyon?
As deep as your love.
Thanks, Siri. You're a piece of shit. I mean, none of this helps me at all. It didn't answer it.
277 miles long? That's not, no.
18 miles. Great. Cool. Attains a depth of over a mile. Is that even right? I don't trust you.
How
I
many?
like- I like
just
knowing-
convert stories to miles.
10, is it 10 feet per floor? Somewhere
Roughly.
around
I think a story is relative. Is a story in actual measurement? Is it
It's roughly 10 feet.
610 feet?
stories? She's answering the original question.
Why are you trying to convert stories into miles and then into feet?
I don't know. I just can't stop
You guys ever
thinking
done
about
that?
the
You guys
shit on my floor.
I know. You're disgusting. Have you guys ever gone to the Grand Canyon, like hiked down into it?
Been there twice.
I did when I was a kid. Yeah. And then I would never go back.
Do you think it's deeper now?
Yeah, I guess it is on a relative basis, you know.
I've always wondered how more people don't die going to the Grand Canyon, or
Same.
or people who like get drunk on cruise ships don't fall over the edge. Like, how does that not happen more?
I think that happens. The cruise ship thing does happen.
Yeah.
You'd be shocked. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but you'd be shocked at how frequently it does happen.
Or people just die on cruise ships. I read that it's a completely accepted thing that there are some people who reach a point in their lives where they basically cash in their life savings and then they just get on a boat and stay on a boat for the rest of their life. That they're 85 and they think, oh, I probably have a couple years left, and maybe they don't, and so they have morgues on these ships where they store the dead bodies.
But why
This
would
got
you
bad
want-
really fast. Sorry, everybody.
Why would you want to die on a boat?
I don't want to die anywhere.
See the world.
Was that a pun?
I don't know. I guess it's just everything's there and it's super convenient. Like,
Everything's there.
yeah,
They even have a
shrimp.
morgue.
A lot of shrimp. That's what I would go for.
You're just guaranteeing that you're going to die away from your family.
I guess I didn't interview the people, so I don't know the motivations in particular.
I feel like that's how Gus is going to want to go out, is just to inconvenience everyone else, even beyond the grave. Like, he'll die, like, in a foreign country so that they have to ship his body back.
I got to die in international waters.
No, I don't care. Once, I have no connection to the physical body. I feel like once you die, who cares?
Yeah. You want to get cremated, I'm imagining?
Well, the people around
No,
your dead,
I
dead
don't
body
care.
probably care
Yeah,
a little bit.
Like it's like whatever. Whatever. Whoever's standing next to me when I die, you deal with it.
Just don't die on this panel, man.
Man, my left arm's really tingly.
No. Massage it.
But yeah, I think even big planes, like I think like the Airbus A380, in the configuration that Singapore Airlines has, they have a compartment set aside for in case someone dies on the flight.
Wow.
A place to store a body.
Is it overhead?
Yeah, because you got to pay $25 if you want to put it in the storage.
You got to make sure that you fit in the little carry-on thing.
Your body must be this big.
Nah, he's overweight. You got to pay extra.
I mean, it makes sense. You got to kind of plan for that, but it just seems morbid to make that plan. It's like the people who design self-driving cars have to write computer algorithms to decide who the car runs into and who it doesn't run into in a situation where it has to make a choice.
Right.
Like, here's a group of 5 people, here's one person.
Can't just stop.
What? Stopping would be the first option, but you have to stop in a specific direction, I guess.
Which people do I accelerate to?
Yeah. I mean, you can't interview them.
Will that backfire on us? Are we teaching AI who we value the most?
Wow.
Literally what we're teaching them, yeah.
Yeah, and then if they become sentient, they know who to go after?
I don't like this.
Yeah, wow, yeah. I didn't think about it until right now. I just blew my own mind.
Yeah.
Does it ever freak you out? Like, you have a smart home, right? That your house is just covered in listening devices?
I don't have any devices that listen.
You don't have like a Google Home or a
No.
Echo?
I don't like that stuff.
You know how you just talked to your phone?
I didn't. I had to hold down the button. I disabled the functionality where you can talk to it.
Okay.
Actually, Alana was
Wait a
sleeping
minute.
in today.
Wait a minute. What? You did what with your phone?
You know, there's a phrase you can say to make your phone acknowledge you and start listening.
Yeah.
I disabled that.
I feel like it's still a microphone on
It is a microphone. You have to have a phone.
on.
Even if you have a landline, you have a microphone in your house.
I thought you turned your phone into like a walkie-talkie where you have to press a button to talk.
Alana was sleeping in today, and I was trying to wake her up. It was like fucking 12:30, and I don't know how she was still sleeping. She wasn't answering her phone. She wasn't answering her texts. And I realized that I have echoes throughout my house or my apartment. So I pulled up Spotify, and then what's that System of a Down song where it's like, wake up! I think it's Chop Suey, right? So I pulled that up, clicked everywhere, and then I turned it to max volume, and I watched as it paused, and then a text came up, and she was like, I'm awake, thank you.
Wow, what a
It
great
worked.
start to the day.
Yeah.
That's a great use for that.
It's fantastic. It's worked twice now. I think the other day I woke her up with Iron Maiden or something like that. I'd be grateful if somebody did that to me. I'd wake up pumped as shit.
I really love the Alexa, the Amazon Echo, because it entertains me when I'm home alone and I have nothing to do, and I just go, Alexa, tell me a joke.
You.
What?
Nah, it's fine. It's a little bit sad.
Yeah, it's a little bit sad. Sometimes, if I just need to hear someone talk to me, I'll ask her the weather a couple
All
times.
right, from now on, just call me.
No! You wouldn't answer a phone call from me?
There's like a 70% chance I would.
What's that other 30 happening there?
Yeah. And then I will talk to my Alexa, ask it for a joke, and relay it to you.
Thank you.
You steal material from Alexa?
Do you think anyone could just do an entire stand-up set based on jokes it learned from Alexa?
Great idea.
I was about to ask, what